Boobs on Twitter. Or not Twitter, Twitch. What do you think about that?
Twitch, bro.
It's a meta,
I
dude. It's a meta.
It's a
I've
meta,
probably like
and
logged in about, I think, an extra 50 hours on Twitch this week.
you
I'm kidding. It's a good one though, huh? It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
like it's the okay. I'll put it out there. A long time ago, about like a year ago, on my stream, for chapter reactions, I pulled up art, Japanese museum art. I forget what it was, like the inspiration for Wano's design that Oda had. Like there's a specific art style, and I pulled it up, and in that selection, there's nudity, and so I just straight had like tits on stream on YouTube, and people and I didn't like register it because I'm just so like I don't know. I was just like in the art and analyzing mode, and people were like TOS, 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 and I was like, wait, no, hold on, guys, this should be fine. Even if YouTube came at me, I would just say like this is educational. This is literally from a museum. It's like this is an educational institute. There's no reason to censor this, right? I would have actually fought for that. And I know that like that same explanation can be used for a lot of crazy things. But I figured like a museum is where you like if it makes it into an educational institute like a museum, it should be fine. It should be fine. And then you go on Twitch and it's the same explanation, like oh educational nudity for art stuff. And my God, holy moly, it's the craziest. Like the difference between one person streaming on the art category that's like doing the old rules versus the people that are on the new TOS where you just straight up put all the body parts on the stream. It's like a difference of like 5K viewers. It's insane.
Oh
The
yeah,
art
dude.
the art category I think was like topping some games.
Yeah.
80K, I think, like I saw like 80K on Twitch, and I've like,
The art
whoa,
category is popping off, my man.
yeah. What is it right now, as we speak? Because we're at some crazy hours right now. If 11K is not bad,
Yeah, but I
12K.
mean, I feel like a lot of people who do it though will just be on the just chatting category on Twitch.
Wait, but don't they have to be on under art, or they can be under just starting too?
They can be under just chatting. They just have to
Oh,
tag it.
oh, I thought it
Yeah.
had to be under the art thing.
No, no, no.
Interesting. Yeah, yeah. Listen, like we've talked about this before too. If you were a Twitch streamer, how would you feel?
I don't really care.
Yeah, it's a weird thing
It's yeah,
because
it's a weird bag. I think
Mhm,
my main complaint with it is that I wish Twitch just said they were doing this earlier.
mhm.
Like if we knew that these were the rules like day one, it's very different because like right now it feels like Twitch is still like trying to figure out what they want to do, right? Like even they're like pretty damn confused. Like one minute they're banning people for it, the next minute they're like, oh, like we don't want to ban them. We'll unban them. We'll make it an actual thing. So I feel like it's just the indecisiveness of Twitch that's like the weirdest part.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah,
overall,
I
I don't care too much about it.
like okay, to put it into context, right? We had a
Yeah.
conversation a bunch of episodes ago about how we're both YouTubers, and on our platform there's people who are wildly successful, wildly viral for pranking content. And for us it's like a stain on our like morality that like we are YouTubers in the same light as these guys, right?
Oh no, I love
And
it. I think it's hilarious.
like the but you know the pranking stuff, it's like we don't particularly like that content, and it's annoying, like especially with like the newsworthy stuff, right? But I feel like the Twitch like art nudity stuff, like if there was a successful like person like that streaming right next to me, I would care a lot less than the pranking content. Yeah, I think that's it'd be like the nudity, and then the as far as like platform goes, and like yeah, I think you're right, like it's mainly Twitch's fault, which is
Depends
like
on the prank though. I feel like some, like there are some pranksters out there who just do like normal content.
yeah, yeah, but the normal like it's like a slippery slope, right? Like I feel like there's always, even like the good
I
prank
feel like that's the same with
channels.
nudity, though. To be fair,
True, but like I don't know. I feel like
so like as far as like what I would want
mhm,
my content associated with, like I said, at the end of the day, I don't really care. But if I had to pick one, it wouldn't exactly be like a like, oh, like I hate pranks, so maybe not pranks. I'd rather get, advertised next to a titty streamer, like
mhm,
a
mhm.
overtly one, right? Like not just like, oh, somebody who has boobs. It's more like, hey, they're
Yeah.
low key naked. And it's like, pranksters can be hit or miss.
I feel like you said, like when I was saying that even good pranksters is always that one. It's like, it's not the best one, but it's like a comedian with jokes. Like
And
there's
then
gonna be a bad
same with
joke.
the nudity ones, right? Like what if you get an ugly girl next to you, right?
Well, I was gonna
There's always that
say,
variable. There's always the variable.
like nudity is one thing, but then like that there's like straight up like
Like
hentai,
what if your
right?
grandma was up there, or not your grandma, but like just a grandma in general, like, and she was the naked lady just
See,
next to your content.
for me, like,
It's the
and
same with
I've
pranks. It's like there's good and bad pranks. You never know. Like if it was a hot chick, sure, maybe I'll be cool with that. But
so I'm not like a nudist, like a nude whatever, but like I do think that there is like not a stigma around, but I feel like the more we blockade like a certain existence of like a female body, male body, the more like fetishized, I guess is the word, or like it becomes crazier than it is, like in other cultures where people there's mixed baths or things like that. I feel like you get desensitized to the fact that's like this is a female body and that's a male body. It's like it's just a human, you know what I mean? Whereas in the Western culture, it and some super conservative cultures, you could get turned on by like a wrist or an ankle, or like with like nuns and super conservative like Islamic like wear too. And the more, I guess, like the more exposed it is, the less like crazy it feels that it's there. And for me, the fact that it's just a human body and you're just like seeing a naked human body, I feel like it's better for society to adopt that. And I also think that like as weird as it sounds, back when every like golden era of like humanity, like golden era of like Greece and Rome and Islam or whatever, I feel like there was always like insane nudity. Like there was always like a gay period, there was always like an orgy period, there was always like art with like crazy nudity on it. And we're just like going through that cycle, but we just have Twitch instead of like pottery paint and cave paint and like wall painting and stuff like that. And I don't know, I just feel like it's not, I don't know, but they didn't have some of these pranks, dude. Still,
well, back
it's kind
then
of
there were
crazy.
pranks too, like, hey, she's a witch, and then we burn her at the stake.
Yeah, but that's not a okay. But those okay, so like the equivalent would be the person who's instigating, like, there's a witch, and they're like, it was just a prank,
Well,
bro. But
I don't like all pranks out there, but I'm just saying like pranks aren't like the devil out there,
yeah,
right?
yeah. I get
I
that.
don't think there's like a clear answer like, oh god, like I'd rather have nudies out there rather than the pranks. I feel like
But
it's
what I'm
mixed. It's
saying is,
mixed.
I feel like at nudity and like the acceptance of human body is more of a natural progression for society, because I feel like the moment we get over that, like the weirdness and separation of like human body parts, I mean, I watched a video, like Disguised Toast. He's been going viral on shorts recently because he found out that girls have two holes for their vagina and their urethra, and he never knew that. And then the comments like, well, girls actually have three holes, because and I was like, no way. But he thought that apparently he thought until he was like 23 that girls pee holes and poop holes are the same. And I was like, okay, see, we've gone wrong somewhere. Like, there shouldn't be a society that doesn't teach that. You know what I mean? Like, we should know this.
Yeah, and if
Like,
you want to learn any of this, go to Twitch and go under the art category. You got me,
yeah.
Par. Yeah, you're selling me now, brother. Now I have a good excuse to go there. Maybe I actually did log in those 50 hours. I was
Maybe
just doing research. I
there was
had to
some
learn
good.
more about the human body.
Apparently under
You're
the
fucking
TOS,
right, brother.
like you could do prostate exams and
Yeah,
OBGYN and
yeah.
stuff. So it's like
And
maybe.
hey, maybe maybe we get a little bit freaky and get some breastfeeding men in there, you know?
And also in like Europe, they have like sex shows and burlesque shows like just on the street casually, right? Like we talked about Lizzo going to the Netherlands, and then there was like the banana sucking like show that like everybody knew about apparently, and that's
Yeah,
just
I mean that was
commonplace.
like at a bar though.
Yeah, that was at a
I
bar.
think the
Like,
main thing with Twitch is people are worried about like the audience on Twitch more so than like nudity itself.
yeah, but I mean, Twitch has the age gate thing, which obviously you could get
Who
by very
actually uses
easily.
that, to be
Yeah, you
fair?
you could get by.
Who
I'm just saying
actually
that
uses
like
that? Come on, come on.
at but isn't that like getting into a club? Like you could get a fake ID and then sometimes they don't check and you just go there. And then I feel like in the Netherlands they don't like. I feel like for that stuff it's not 18. It's
Yeah,
like
the
probably
Netherlands
14.
they don't have a law over there. It's the Wild West.
Yeah, I don't know too much. All I know is that a lot of things that we age gate here, if they do it in Europe, then it's a lot lower for like most things. And if there's an age gate at all. And I'm just like, hey, maybe other cultures got it right. Maybe one culture isn't right. And maybe it's a mixed match of all of the cultures. And maybe there's some things we learn from wrong decisions. And I guess we'll never know the true damage done until like 20 years down the line. And I don't know what kind of damage can be done from like Twitch becoming like Pornhub light. You know what I mean? It's a little it's a little interesting.
Yeah, I feel like it doesn't really matter too much. I think it's just funny now that you could go there for like a certain thing and you're like, oh hey, we got a lot more boobs around. I like it. I'm boob guy. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be interesting. I mean, most of the people I follow, they kind of the nothing has changed content wise, other than like some people reacting to like, oh my god, this is crazy. These people got banned, or this is what they showed and they didn't get banned. I'm like, oh my god, this is actually insane. But it's also like it's. I feel like it's not an efficient way, at least from what I've seen, to like replace like what a Pornhub does. You know what I mean? Like there's a different. It's just there's a better. You're not beating. I don't know. Some people are saying with that Twitch is trying to compete with them. Like I don't see how. I don't really understand how they would be competing with like an educational nudity clause. It's a little weird way to combat them from a business perspective. But sure, maybe
But
they
also,
take some from it.
I don't think all the nudity is exactly educational though.
Yeah, there's that, but it's not like
Because you're kind of making it sound like they're all like out there like teaching you the human anatomy and stuff. Like, oh yes, check this out. This right here is how you check for breast cancer.
yeah, the
Or
most of
like
the
you have some guy showing his genitals, like, oh, like if you feel a lump right here in your scrotum, like like I don't think I'm gonna be real with you, Par. I don't think there's a single person on Twitch actually giving educational advice when it comes to their body.
you're right. The only educational I have seen is like the act like that's how why I didn't know is that I thought it was just the art side because all the things that I was seeing was just like the artists that were just what's it called, letting loose. Because when you're drawing a fit, like let's say you're doing 3D art, you have to draw all the parts are there. It's just that you have to censor it. Like you just like you have to put the dress on or something. But they have to make the boob. They've always had to. So like the only difference now is like now they could draw more visual, I don't know, like stuff for that, at least in that regard. And then the same thing with the 2D stuff. It's like you have to draw all of the body shape anyways, like the layers or whatever. You just have to like kind of skip a step for content creation's sake. But a lot of the people I see, they would just go through the entire shape. It's just like didn't have a nipple. And it's like, okay, so now they can add the nipple, I guess, sort of. But also, maybe there were some creators that are gonna go a whole different direction, which I have seen a few of those, but it's like at that point you're just staring at them like shading the underboob for like 10 minutes. And then to me then that is educational, because what are you doing? You're just like looking at some dude putting shading on like a very zoomed in image.
No, I gotta admit though, the amount of hentai I've been watching, or I mean, the amount of hentai I've heard that's on Twitch is insane too. Like I'm just logging in hours at this point, dude. Twitch, I mean, whatever Twitch is doing, it's magic.
Let me see this. I don't.
I thought about buying like those glasses that's always like hooked up to a website, just so I could always have those streams playing underneath. It'd be like a little HUD. It's really cool. It's really cool. I like it.
All right, let me see the art category. See, like the number one, the number 1 and 2 right now that I'm seeing. Oh, this is 1 and 2. Let me see. High to low. So, Gothica Colombiana. Okay. Lap dance and twerk. 18 plus.
Hey, wait. Send me the link.
Okay,
Huge.
1, 2.
I know what I'm doing
3,
tonight.
4, 5, 6. The 6
but
of the
don't
top
forget
8
Par.
is twerk offs.
Can you send it to me for what did you call it? Educational purpose? Yes. So send it over, because I need to learn about that third hole we were talking about earlier. Like the school system didn't teach me this part, so I want to take your class. Hey, send me those girls. Come on, please. Start itching my neck a little bit, like
it's just,
scratching my nose.
I don't want to be. Not gatekeep isn't the right word.
I'll look it up on my phone.
The right
then.
word.
Fine. I got the Twitch app downloaded. I'm already logged in.
I'm not looking down on creator numbers, but these people are only getting like 200 views concurrent, and I'm just like, yo, I'm pretty sure
you can live off of that though.
Really?
I can't hate it. Yeah. Huh. I mean, depending on your subs, I guess, but
that's true.
I can't hate it.
I'm not hate, but I feel like then just going the Pornhub route would just be better. I
mean, they probably do though.
Yeah, that's true. I heard
diversify that content,
Amaranth is doing some advertising stuff, like apparently, because like with all this the Twitch stuff, like people have been talking about creators who have been on both, and I guess she's doing some like streaming, I guess, because she was a streamer. I thought she just did like hot tub streaming, and she just did like just chatting hot tub.
No, she's always been a streamer, I think,
but on Twitch.
Yeah,
but I'm saying that she's doing also Pornhub now too. I don't know what that entails, because I've also have heard that there's podcasts like earlier today, what was the guy's name? Was it? Oh, Hassan brought it up. Yeah. Adam 22, like he does podcast type of thing, and I've like vaguely heard about like the cucking stuff, but like I don't know exactly like what's going on with that. But like I'm like, yo, there's podcasts, and yeah, that's just like a weird avenue too for like Pornhub. And I don't know what's going on with the things, but I want to ask you or bring up this stuff because I was wondering if you thought that YouTube was going to go this way, since we're mainly YouTubers. You don't think YouTube will ever?
I don't think YouTube will.
Why not? Why do you think YouTube has a different perspective on this?
I mean, YouTube has always stuck to their guns whenever like policy change, like challenges like this like appear. Twitch has always adapted. Like I feel like for Twitch it makes sense. So, like hot tub streams, that was banned at first, and then there was an uproar, and then they let it go. Wait,
same with banned at first.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit!
Twitch has a long history of banning people and then unbanning and saying, hey, you know what? That's fine. We'll make a category. We'll update the site for it. So Twitch has always accommodated these like these types of streams and content, whereas
Mm-hmm.
YouTube has never really let up on it.
Uh-huh.
Like, and if you are like, YouTube will actually vet if your content is educational, right? Like the guy who like nared his butthole, like he's still up there, but it was legitimately educational. Like he showed you how to do it step by step. Same with like shaving down there for like vaginas or anything. Like
Oh,
like
okay.
YouTube will actually vet your content. And if it's
Yeah.
not educational, or if you're like kind of making a meme of it, they will just ban it outright.
Right, right.
So yeah, Twitch, I think it makes sense that they're doing it this way. Like my only complaint with Twitch is I just wish they were more clear on it, because it's always so goofy, like hearing stories of people getting banned and then unbanned, and Twitch changing their policies like every other Tuesday. I think that's
Right.
my main thing. Like I don't really care about the content itself.
Yeah. I wish I knew like their like you said, like it came out of nowhere. I wish I knew their logic because I also just I'm genuinely curious if like I agree with you. I feel like for whatever reason, I can't pin one down, but for whatever reason, YouTube will just never do it. But I wish I knew the logic as to why Twitch decided to out of the blue. Like I know that they have the new CEO guy and he's really cool and chill or whatever, but at the same time, I'm like, if there's a trend, why is YouTube absolved of it, and why can they maintain like their like superiority permanently without ever diving deep into the mud, you know? And that's always been interesting to
Because
me.
people are already on YouTube. Like Twitch, people are there, but YouTube will always have a greater audience. Like YouTube is not really losing out on anything by not, having this type of content.
I guess that's
Twitch
true.
kind of needs all the money they can get, right? Like especially with competitors rising up. Like I mean, even Kick was kind of like making a joke out of it, saying, "Well, we might allow it too now." Like those streaming companies are just going like they're trying to get the one up.
Yeah, but I feel like oh, so like kick makes sense, right? If you like if you're an underdog, it feels like yeah, do whatever's possible to get more market share, and then you'd end up overtaking the like the typical stories that they end up overcoming whoever's at the top. But the difference is like if Twitch was like a solo operation, sure, but they're subsidized by Amazon. I feel like Amazon at the end of the day, this is also Amazon allowing this, right? Like it's a weird thing because it's like YouTube has the Google stuff and now Amazon with the Twitch, and so I feel like there's a weird thing. I don't even know, like a Game of Thrones I feel like being played, and I just can't wrap my head around like the ecosystem, and it's an interesting thing. I want to know what the board meeting looked like. Was it just like two dudes who had the power and then they like regret it now, or
What,
was
YouTube or Twitch?
on Twitch to like make this decision? Because it happens. I feel like there was a lot of times when there's stuff like this isn't. I feel like there's discourse around it before it goes down, and then they implement it. But this time it was just like we implemented it, and
Yeah, there
then
was discourse for like maybe 3 days because people were complaining about it, and then that was
yeah,
it. Like Twitch,
it's,
they always just kind of like bend over.
it's
That's just how they
interesting.
are.
Yeah, yeah. It's an interesting time to be alive. Very interesting time to be here, you know,
Yeah, Twitch is
on the
Twitch is
internet.
fun. I still stream on Twitch.
Yeah, you've been pretty active from what I've seen.
A little bit, a little bit. I think Twitch is just like a hangout place, to be honest. Which is why, like I said, I don't mind that kind of content.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
kind of how I treat it. It's just like
I
a it's
miss
just like a bar.
I miss Twitch streaming. I'll probably do it again. Something about it. Something casual.
Yeah. And I like it apart from like streaming on my YouTube channel, because on YouTube I'll get like a decent amount of views.
Hmm.
And yeah, that's cool every now and then, but I'm just like, I'd rather just keep it low key.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I get that. I get that. Twitch is a special place in my heart, I guess, because Twitch is like was first as far as like streaming stuff goes, and I also as
Yeah.
far as content creation goes, I technically started on Twitch like a long time ago for gaming. So I don't know, just the League of Legends days, I guess. What was always have a solid place in my heart for Twitch. But but yeah, YouTube popped off, so now I guess I call myself a YouTuber. But it's a weird. I feel like I used to look at the news and I used to separate myself from it, but now I have to read these things and be like, oh wait, like I'm technically a part of that. Like this kind of is it's like a corporate email, you know, like at a normal job where like the franchise whatever sends down a thing, you're like, what the hell is this? Like now that's kind of us too, you know? It's a little weird. It's a little weird sometimes in
A
reflection.
little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Christmas is coming up, Par. What are you doing for Christmas?
Um, so I mean, it's not really a secret, but my son was born on Christmas, and so it's a fun time because ironically, me and my wife we never grew up celebrating Christmas because we're not
Yeah.
Christian, or whatever. But when we got married and we moved out, we made it a thing to celebrate Christmas. Not
Hell yeah.
Christmas, but like we celebrate like any kind of religion or holiday that I don't know, just is a fun tradition. Period. You know, it, the meaning of it is fun to learn about. I think it's good to like learn about other
Wait,
cultures, but
Christmas has
then
a meaning?
I mean, technically there isn't, which also is funny because it's like a whole capitalist thing. But my wife really likes the idea of a tree and like the nature part of it, and then us hanging up ornaments that reflect our lives and stuff. So I have like a cancer like awareness thing, and we have like a home thing. And I think this year we added a Mario thing because that's what we cosplayed, and there's like a One Piece thing, there's a YouTube thing or something. So we're just having family time. That's kind of any holiday that's an excuse to celebrate family. We enjoy that. We celebrate that. What
Yeah.
about you? What about you for
Oh,
Christmas?
I fucking love Christmas, dude.
For what reason?
I never cared about the religious aspect of it. I don't think most of my family's even religious at all. We just love
Mm.
Christmas. It's just fun, dude. I didn't even know Christmas had a meaning for the longest time. I just thought
What
Santa was cool.
what is the meaning?
I mean, just like Jesus coming to life.
Didn't okay, so is was it Jesus coming to life or Jesus passing away?
I don't know. You're barking up the wrong tree here. I don't, dude. I have no clue.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure Easter's Jesus's birth and Christmas is his death. And so I feel like a lot of yeah, because a lot of people say that, but I we have a friend who like she has like a church and stuff, and so I always meme around, but yeah, so she was like, yeah,
Hey, it could be
Easter's
either one, dude. Let me tell you, it's not going to change the fact that there's presents under that tree. You know, to
yeah,
each their
yeah.
own. If that's why you celebrate it, go for it. But I've actually never met a single person where that's like the main reason why they celebrate it, though.
Like the religious aspect.
Yeah, maybe I'm like
Yeah,
trapped in a cave, but I mean, I'm in the Bible Belt here in Oklahoma, and it's never
yeah.
really about that. It's just like, yo, what present you getting? You got the new Lego set? Come on, come
I mean, that
on.
makes sense because Christmas was never a religious. I mean, where it's technically not a religious thing. It's like a very American marketing capitalist, like clear
And
out inventory.
that's what I love. Let me tell you, capitalism is dope.
Are there good sales though? I feel like when I was growing
On
up,
Christmas, sometimes depends.
I feel like back in the day, there was always this was the time, best time. It didn't even matter. Black Friday did matter way more. I feel like than it does now.
Yeah,
I just feel like the holiday season. I just kind of like anytime I go out and I look around, I'm like, man, it was way better when I was younger. There was a lot more
dude.
deals.
If I owned a company during
Yeah,
Christmas and I was like a retailer, I would triple the prices.
and then
If
put
I
it
was
on
like a
sale for like normal.
no, I'll just keep it up there,
What? You
dude. If
wouldn't
I
even.
yeah, dude, it's making money, man. Come on. Like I'd be like price gouging the hell out of my own items.
Yeah, but you'd have to do you could only do that to things that other people can't drop the price on.
Yeah. Well, or it could be like, hey, you got knockoffs. Maybe I'll start a whole trend where like maybe I sell a special toy, right? Like I sell a
Yeah.
kid's toy that every like 10-year-old or 5-year-old wants nowadays.
I would.
And it's branded. It's all about the brand. Maybe I got like some big name attached for like Mr. Beast attached to it. Who cares, right? But what I'll do is I'll make it and I'll sell it for an like exuberant amount, right? Like maybe $300 per toy. It's stupid. Like parents are like, why would anybody want this? Whatever. But I would start like a TikTok trend or like a short trend where kids are showing off this toy, and then it gets the buzz around it. You know, like it's a sign of status almost. That's the kind of market I would go towards. It's a sign of status to own this toy and have it. And then I would start another trend on the side, like maybe a month down the road, where I make a fake version of the toy, or it's a toy, but it's a knockoff. It has the wrong brand, something scuffed with the logo. And then I'll have kids bullying that kid with the fake version of the toy. So that kids are going to start being like, I have to have the real thing. I can't be caught with a knockoff. And it's going to be this whole like mental mindset where I really just mentally fuck the kids up to where they just want to buy that $300 toy. They beg their parents for it. The parents are like, but I found this cheap one. And then the kids are like throwing tantrums like, Mom, I can't have the cheap one. I need the Mr. Beast 3000s. The kids are going to bully me at school. And I'm just going to keep on pushing that narrative too. It's going to be so good.
I'm pretty sure what you just
That happened with
is
Yeezys.
very
Yeah.
illegal.
No. Well, I don't know about that. I mean, they'll never
It
find
depends
out,
on what
right? Just come on.
demographic you're aiming at. But if I think what you're saying is what you're saying,
It's
then
only illegal if it ties back to me. That's why I already thought about it, Paul. I would hire people from Indonesia.
have you heard
off
of
Fiverr.
Rico? Have you heard of a man named Rico? We
And,
might
and
be
what I'm
familiar.
gonna do is I'm gonna hit up all these guys anonymous accounts. You know, like I'm gonna be bouncing my IP everywhere in the world. I'm gonna hire the world's best hacker. Hire like people from different countries: Indonesia, Asia,
You know-
China, and then these are gonna be the people who like make this video.
I so
And
like
then I'm just gonna keep on. It's gonna be a content farm. I'm just gonna be pumping them out left and right.
I'm gonna be 100% right here because we're not this episode's not sponsored by a VPN. But hey, if a VPN wants to sponsor these episodes, feel free. Just not this one. But I low key, I find the concept of VPN is funny to me because, um, um, at the end of the day, most of the time, unless you do it correctly, you are bouncing your VPN, but like all on one service provider, meaning like not your internet service provider, but like Google. Like Google is the one who hosts like all the websites. So if your IPS or if you're bouncing your IP address around, but you stay on Google or whatever, they can track you. Like they 100% can if they really wanted to. And it's just sometimes it's funny because people are like, oh, I use my VPN.
But
I'm
here's
like,
the thing:
bro,
who would
you're
actually
on-
think I'm doing this though?
Well, if you're making an exuberant amount of money off of, going
But
after
you
kills,
think people are gonna see like, you know, the rainbow, like one of every race popping out talking about this, and you gotta imagine real people are gonna start doing this trend too. It's like they're never gonna like trace it back to me and say, oh, Psy must have put out all of that content about, you know, the product being so good.
I mean, that is.
And I
what
could even
happens.
just say it's marketing. That's the thing too.
Well, if it again, demographic is important because there is laws against advertising towards younger things.
Oh, then I'll make it for teenagers. I'll make it like a coming of age thing. I'll be like, hey guys, like this, you know, if you're under 18, don't get this toy. You know? And it's actually just an action figure, like marketed for adults.
See, I would do something similar, except like I would try to do silly bands, and then during Christmas time, it's tripled price.
And then
know
you
what I mean?
have to do something that's a little bit addictive too. Like I was thinking about like a loot box kind of toy, right? Like Ryan's toy review has the loot box thing going on. Like get them addicted to gambling while you're at it.
Yo, does he actually? The kid? How old is this kid now? Is he like 15? He's probably like mad old.
I have no idea.
Because I feel like he's always been 7, and then his parent, like they just are like billionaires, this kid has a like a trust fund worth like Jeff Bezos. Like I don't even
Yeah,
know.
he's got money, dude. Ryan's review's
Yeah,
living good.
yeah. Considering he has no overhead besides going to Walmart and buying or at least
Yeah,
that's what it
buying
used
some
to be.
toys.
Yeah, at least Jeff Bezos has thousands of factories and workers to pay, sort of. Like
Ryan just has Ryan.
he just has him and like his parents. I like it's that's another demographic of weird content, like family channels and stuff like that, where um hey, the I think the Ryan toy review, they went through like one controversial moment, but they survived. I think they're doing well. They have so
Oh,
much
they're doing
money.
super well, dude. People
Yeah,
still want the Ryan toys, man. And
like
let me tell
is
you,
it
it is like a loot box. It's like I'm playing a gotcha game, right? I'm over here playing Dokkan Battle. I got it on real life. I play Ryan's Battle apparently because I had a nephew who wanted like one of their toys for
really?
Christmas. Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Apparently they're
So
like a big fan of Ryan's toy review. So I went to Walmart to buy like a toy.
it's
I
at
didn't
Walmart.
realize I didn't realize like it was a box or a bag, and they show you all the potential items you could get. And I was like, damn, dude, like
Like that. Oh
yeah,
my.
it's actually like a gotcha. It's like, shoo, man, like, I'm rolling for the 0.2% right here, dude.
I'm not gonna lie. Not
Imagine getting dupes. That would be, yeah, that's heartbreaking for a kid. They're,
that'd
they're
be
gonna
rough.
learn about duplicates real soon.
Because those things are expensive for no reason. Like
Yeah, I'm all about it though, dude. Ryan, get that bag. Come
at the
on.
cons, at the anime cons, at the front, they usually have like a mystery box thing where it just has like the
Yeah.
company and whatever. And it's like $60 or $80, and you don't know what the heck's inside. And they don't tell you like a guaranteed value of what you're getting. And I heard some bad like horror stories, but I almost got not that I want to buy it, but there was like Marvel and Toei, like there's all these companies, Bandai Namco and all this stuff. And then there was a
Yeah.
Disney one. And then there was a Disney section and there was a bunch of boxes and they have like the marketing of like you like, oh, this is Marvel, oh, this whatever. But there was one box that stood out from all the rest, and I only cared to know what was inside of it because I was just baffled. It said Disney, and then in big rainbow letters it said Pride, and it was just the only one
Hey,
of its
that's how
kind.
you get you. That's how you get them. You got to aim for a certain demographic. They're so smart, like Marvel, Pride. Like, dude, that's buckets, bro.
But it was the
But
only. It
what
was
could
one
Pride
of
even
one.
be though?
I was so confused, and my wife
Because
didn't.
Bandai Namco, you know what you're in for, right? Like
Yeah.
Disney, you know what you're in for. When you just say Pride, like what could be
No,
in
it
that
was
bag?
Disney Pride. It
Oh,
was
Disney
Disney.
Pride. Okay.
Yeah, so I was like, wait, what does this mean? Like, how many do they have? Like an entire, I like not that
What
I
does
keep
that
up with
mean?
this. Yeah, that's I was so confused.
Does
I was
that
like,
like
who?
what could be in there?
And
You
my
should have bought.
wife,
You should have bought it so we could
I
find
was,
out. We should do like an unboxing video, dude.
I
No, you should have bought them. Yeah, you should have bought
my
it.
wife was
Come on.
almost going to, but she didn't realize it was a mystery thing. So she went up and very innocently, it's like, hey, like we wonder what's inside the box, like and they were just like,
I
oh, we
would have
can't
yelled at
tell
your
you.
wife,
I'm
like, "Yeah, like, get out of here! You're trying to find out the contents. Come
and
on."
I was just like, bro, there's only one here, and it's like the last day at this point. Um,
Yeah.
you could just tell us. Come on, just open it up. Just come on. But
No, no, you
like,
can't, dude. Somebody's gonna buy it. You don't know. It's the last day.
it was like closing. I'm pretty sure on closing I still saw the box.
Hey, hey, you
It was
never know who's gonna
Saturday.
walk through those doors. The last 5 minutes of any retail shop, anybody can vouch. The last 5 minutes of any restaurant or retail, that's when you get like
I was
a
there.
stupid
I
amount of
was there.
sales.
I was there at the very end. I was there, and it was still there. I checked. We were
But
because it was right in front.
it's like one of those things. It's like you can't just show a customer what's inside. Like, nah, dude.
Not even if I'm a you. No, I'm joking.
No, no. Especially no. If somebody flaunted their status like, "Oh, but I'm a reviewer." It's like, oh god.
What
You know,
about Ryan Toy
I'm not gonna like
reviews?
lean back like fucking Seto Kaiba, like blast it away, like, "Oh my god, this guy's a YouTuber. Of course I gotta open this bag for you, sir." Nah, dude.
Yo,
I'd be more like annoyed. I'd be like, get out
wait.
of
So
here.
how much was this, Ryan? You
It
got
was just
him
like
like,
$20.
but that wasn't the mystery box.
No, it was. It was.
Oh, it was? See,
Yeah.
I remember a time when they started doing the Walmart collabs and it was like Marvel toys or something and it was right. But now they're straight up mystery box at Walmart for
Oh
like,
yeah.
and I need to know how old this kid is because like, is this kid just gonna be like 25 and doing Ryan toy reviews and he's just like doing 20, like, does he do age
He
appropriate toys?
Ryan, I don't think it matters anymore. Like I feel like even if his content falls off because he gets older, he has so much money where like he could just retire. Like it really doesn't matter. And then he could even have a kid like sometime down the line, like 10 years later. It's like a little investment at that point, you know? Like he knows the formula.
Why do I feel like Google's lying to me? It says his total views is 55.7 billion. Is that low? No, that's a crazy amount, right?
That's a crazy amount.
Okay. I just feel like as we have like total of millions, but we're small bean creators. I figured like I don't know if we're getting millions, then like the largest 36 million followers on YouTube 55.7
Oh, he's
billion.
going to gaming content, dude. He has some gaming content out there too.
Like what? Like what? What you telling me he's
He's
competing with
playing he's
us
playing
now?
Nintendo. Oh, dude, he's gonna get some Nintendo. He's oh man, yeah, he's set. He's set.
No way. If is he a Nintendo ambassador?
Animations, he's done, dude. He's done. Like Ryan is set. And I'm happy for him.
Wait, he still looks like a kid, or is this AI? I don't trust it.
I
Is
think
this
he's still a kid, but I do feel like they the thumbnails probably like age him down a little bit. But I don't think he's that old though. Like at most he's probably like 12.
he's 12. He's 12. He's 12.
Is he really?
That's what it says. Yeah.
Oh hell
Date of
yeah.
birth
Got it.
2011. That's crazy that his like straight up everything's just out there. Like place of birth crazy. Um
It's not that crazy. I
it's
mean,
it isn't that crazy. I just
if
feel because
people
he's
wanted the
12.
information, they could just find it.
Yeah. I mean,
Especially when you have that many subs.
yeah, that's
It's like Mr. Beast pretending like like saying oh like somebody's like hey Jimmy and he's like like don't let him know what my real name is. Like when you get to a certain point of that status, like you kind of just know that people will not dox you, but like they'll know who you are.
yeah.
It's just one
Yeah.
of those things.
Oh,
What's up?
oh yeah. Let me read. Okay. What the fuck? Okay. Um.
Are you reading like his wiki page?
Yeah. Okay. A hybrid live action and animated series titled Super Spy Ryan premiered on November 27, 2020 on Amazon Kids Plus. On December 4th, 2020, it was announced that Ryan's World would be launching an official game on the gaming platform Roblox. On 4th, why did they just change the formatting here? That's so obnoxious. They said on 4 March and they had the same syntax everywhere else. Okay, whatever. On March 4th, 2022, Outright Games released a second Ryan's World licensed video game titled Ryan's Rescue Squad, an action adventure game for PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, like Switch, Windows, Stadia. That's crazy. And then hear me out. Hear this. On September 28th, 2023, so that was like a few months ago, Sunlight Entertainment, a production company owned by Ryan's family, so their family just owns an entertainment production
Oh,
company,
why not, dude? They got so much money.
partnered up with Toei Animation to create Elamon, a flash animated anime style series that is focused on teaching children about chemistry. What the?
Yeah, dude,
Yo,
Ryan's everywhere, man.
to be that to partner up with Toei, that's crazy. That is crazy.
For who
Just
Ryan is, I'm not surprised. Like, I feel like someone his size definitely that's easy.
I
That's
guess
like a Monday morning call.
I guess so, and I kind of want to watch Elamon now. Yo, I'm looking at it. Elamon. Wait, I almost have more subs in their YouTube channel. Wait, what is this? I was like, their main character, low key, just looks like an AI version of Luffy. It literally is just like looks like a Luffy. This is crazy. To be fair, it's like a generic looking character, but if you go to the YouTube channel Elamon and you see it, no, it's a Luffy. It's a Luffy knockoff. Stop it. Stop it. That's just straight up Luffy. Toei, you can't get it by me.
Yeah,
I
Toei
see.
is interesting.
The king of reusing assets.
Yeah, the king of lazy animation, Toei. Love to see it.
Yo, my okay, wait on. This is an interest. If you were capable of creating your own entertainment production company, right?
Yeah.
Is there a studio that you would immediately, instantly, if you had the prime pickings, is there one off the top of your head that you just pick?
Oh, Mappa for sure.
Mappa? Mappa is what, AOT and what
Jujutsu
else do they?
Kaisen.
Wait, oh, they do. I thought that's not Studio Wit, or did it switch?
No, it's never switched. It was always Mappa.
Ah.
Yeah.
Damn. All right. Yeah. 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 Oh my God. Wait. They did. JJK is so crazy. It's so
Yeah,
good.
and you haven't even watched like the newest episodes too. No, Mappa might be like the best studio out there, working condition wise. You know, that one's really debatable. But as far as like quality goes, it's the best quality. You can't go
Yeah.
wrong with JJK.
So knowing that they have poor employment practices, you would be like, get me that partnership series, baby.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
because I mean, like we don't know how they're gonna change through this. Like people talking about it. So maybe something happens in the future. So we'll see.
Do you think
If I
that?
had to like collab with someone, I wouldn't exactly. I would look at the car fact, but also see if they changed their ways, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like who knows? Maybe all the outcry about how bad the working conditions are leads them to getting better ones in the future, and then it wouldn't be a problem. And then I would have no qualms with working with Mappa. And even then, it's like, yeah, I think Mappa is the best studio hands down. So it's no big deal.
So so I was reading the controversy and so this is from this what I see the excerpt on Wiki. This is a kind of a crazy uh
So the
uh
Ryan's Toy Review one, right?
yeah.
What was the controversy? I think I've heard that the mom was like arrested at one point, but that has like nothing to do with Ryan's Toy Review.
Yeah, that's not showing up on this. I
Okay.
feel like I heard something like that, but so August 28th, 2019, a complaint was filed by Truth in Advertising and the FTC due to its sponsored videos not being properly disclosed. Truth in Advertising has claimed that nearly 90% of Ryan Toys review videos have included at least one paid product recommendation aimed at preschoolers, a group too young to distinguish between a commercial and a review, which is what I was talking about. Like, those laws are crazy. But apparently, from what I'm gathering here, Ryan Toys Review is able to shift the blame over to YouTube and Google because the latter complaint resulted in the FTC suing YouTube and Google for $170 million.
Yo,
And
Ryan, some
then
good lawyers
YouTube
over there.
had to adopt new rules on children's content to comply with Children's Online Privacy Protection Act, which is, again, the thing I was citing before. But that's crazy that they were able to be like, hey, we messed up, but you know who messed up more? They did, and we don't have to pay shit. Yo, that's
That's
crazy.
good. That's a Ryan W. That's not even a controversy, really.
Yeah, they put this
That's
on
just a
the
W.
wrong. Yeah, they should have said like the Ryan Toy Review slams the wins the lottery. They beat the
Yeah,
big
they beat Google. They beat the lawsuit. Like, yeah, that's a big win.
yeah, they beat the government and Google all in the same swing. And they 170 million
We might have
is
to
an
start power scaling
insane.
Ryan, dude.
Yeah. I was
He
gonna
might be on
ask
the
like,
next like death battle.
do you like a rap battle? Like
No, death battle.
wait, what do you mean death battle? What is this?
Death battle is a it's a YouTube channel that does like death battle of characters from anime and stuff.
Oh, you know what's funny? The the I forget what they're called. The principal director, I guess, like one of the main directors. He's a viewer of my channel.
For death battle.
Yeah.
Oh,
I found out like I was looking through my subscriber thing and then like I saw on Twitter that he was following me And so I messaged him and I was like, "Yo, what is happening?" He's like, "Yeah, bro, I love your channel." I was like,
You
"What?
should you
That's
should you
crazy."
should ask to be in the next death battle. You versus Ryan.
No, I
That
don't
would be a
want to
good
lose.
match.
No,
No,
it
that
would
would be
not.
a great match. Maybe you whip out some abilities and like you destroy him.
Listen,
You never
I'm
know.
terrified. I did not know he single-handedly beat the FTC, YouTube, Google, everybody combined,
He's powerful,
and
dude.
he's collabed with Toei. That's insane. And like he has his own merch line. The guy is successful with like Ryan's World. You know what I mean? That's like every child's dream to have their own world. You know, and he's doing it. It's crazy. This is. Do you think that he like has like executive decision making, like he gets to
Yeah.
choose? You think
Yeah.
so? You don't
Yeah.
think his parents like swindled him out of it?
I don't think they do, to be honest. I know that was like
Mm.
a something people were worried about. I really don't think his parents do that. Just
Mm.
based off like how much money they're making, and I just feel like it would be so pointless to do that.
Damn, he is so like he has a game called Tag with Ryan, Race with Ryan. You know what's interesting? Because you said you had a like a cousin that wanted this toy or something.
Yeah, that was like years ago though.
Like how old were they?
I don't even remember. I don't even know how old they are right now, dude. I don't see my family that often.
Yeah, because I was thinking like I feel like maybe I don't know too many people in that age group that would like, but I do have a few cousins that are this like age, and I never heard them talk
You should
about.
get him hooked on the Ryan's gotcha toys.
It's interesting because he's like he's middle school now, right? And so like, but his demographic is still like younger kids, I would imagine. So it's interesting.
Imagine people kept on watching him as they got older.
That's what I'm
That'd be kind of
wondering.
big.
That's what I'm wondering. Like, is he gonna be 25 and he's still gonna be like insanely successful? This is like the natural making of a Mr. Beast. You know what I mean? Whereas like Mr. Beast kind of came out of nowhere a little bit and blew up and like had an explosive and still explosive rise to power. This like if Ryan Toy Reviews ends up becoming a Mr. Beast-esque character by the time he's an adult, that would just make sense, right? He was like born into he's
Oh yeah,
royalty at that point, you know? Like my God.
generational wealth. Like the guy's gonna be doing really good.
Yeah, yeah, like he's gonna become one of the like a have you watched Ready Player One?
You know.
So like there's this dude. He's essentially like you like combine Bill Gates, Elon Musk, and some other charismatic-ish, tech-ish person, and you get like this guy who kind of established the best like alternative reality VR game software, whatever. And because of how much it takes over the world, like advertisers, everything, he ends up getting a monopoly essentially, right? And because he does that, he creates his own like verse. Like he becomes God essentially. And I feel like Ryan is like he has the timeline lines up with when technology is at that point, he will be of age to fully get the full like value out of it. Like AI will be peak, computers will be peak. He will be like grown up at the peak of like the internet, being one of the most powerful people there. He could end up becoming one of those people, especially since he has like Roblox too. The things I've heard about Roblox is insane. So damn, damn, it's crazy.
He's going places, bro.
I might become a viewer. I want to understand this.
Yeah, start watching Ryan's toy review, yeah?
Yeah, I feel like if they're not teaching this in schools, maybe they're doing something wrong in like marketing and like I don't know, content. There's classes on YouTube in colleges now, like how to be a YouTuber, how to make content. This is a thing. So,
I wouldn't be surprised, dude. I bet there's even like a podcasting class out there somewhere.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
podcasting
a
class.
hundred
Like
percent.
you just listen to Joe Rogan all day, right? Like a hundred
I had
percent.
a back when I was in college. There was like a cinema class I had
Uh
where we would
huh.
just like watch movies,
Like
and it's like
in college, like you
yeah, in
signed up for
college.
this.
Yeah, we
Hmm.
watched like Pulp Fiction, Duel, and like just movies like that.
Did you
And
feel
it's like,
like you
dude,
learned
it's
stuff
kind of
on that?
good.
Do you feel like
No,
that's
God,
helped you
no.
in your YouTube career?
Hell no.
Really?
Definitely not. I mean, what? We're just like watching movies over there.
Yeah, but like they didn't like have you analyze things
I mean,
or
we
like
did, but I don't think that's like,
it wasn't meaningful.
yeah, it's not meaningful. I mean, maybe for other
Hmm.
people, but it's just like, yeah, we're just talking about a movie, dude.
Hmm. Do you okay, how about this? Do you feel like you could teach the class?
I feel like anybody could, yeah.
Okay. Do you feel like you could teach a college level class on content stuff? Like, I don't know.
Probably
I'm
not
trying.
the way they would benefit from it.
Really? You don't think? I feel like you could. I feel like you'd be a good teacher.
Nah, I mean, not like a college teacher, no.
I
And I
mean,
wouldn't
what
want to
does
be
a
one either.
college teacher mean? I feel like there's a wide range of
Yeah.
what that like entails,
I mean, and
and
here's
I
the thing,
feel
if they
a
wanted
lot
to
of it's an
learn,
illusion.
they can just go to Twitch and just watch a couple of streamers. That's like the main thing.
That's true. There's been a shift of like meaningful content being available on the internet. That's fair. Um, that's also a thing because like I remember like chemistry classes even in high school. We just watch. That was when like the MIT guy. I think that is the MIT. There was like an MIT physicist guy. He started posting his classes online, and I remember like our teacher was great, like the chemistry teacher, he was great in teaching what he did, but he was also like very uh blunt. He was like, well, this was the subject matter in the curriculum, and here's an MIT professor who's posting it up for free. I could teach you what he's teaching you, or you could just learn from him and I can help you along the way. And so he
Yeah.
kind of just did that for those certain things. And I'm like, I remember thinking back then, it's like eventually this is how like everything should be. There should just be like one professor that like that is at the top of the field in America that kind of guides the teaching through videos like that. They get paid an insane amount and they put a lot of work. Maybe a group of teachers. It's an oligarchy or something. And they put together like really sound content.
The League of Villains.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, why not? Like it's like Khan Academy. Afterwards, like Khan Academy blew up, but like all it takes is like you get like the top professors at the top universities put together a course on these things, and then you could just abolish a lot of schools, a lot of schooling systems. Just make it an online university. Boom, easy,
If I could
done.
change the world, I would definitely change the school systems
Oh yeah.
from the bottom
Oh,
up, dude. Oh my God.
where would you? What would be the first thing that you feel like you would tackle then?
Um, it's not really like a first thing. It's kind of like I would change everything, like from the ground up.
Okay.
Like just
How,
just everything, even like people learn. I feel like you're gonna be specialized from like day one.
okay. How important is PE?
Very important.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We're on the same book. Okay.
Why,
Okay. Okay. Okay.
who the hell would say no though, right?
There's
Like
so many people. I feel like that. Just like why do
I would force PE.
I think like okay. So like okay. See, for me, like I did sports, and that made it so that I didn't need to be in PE. Do you agree? Like if you do sports, you can don't have to
No,
go. No. Okay. All right. I'm not against it. So
sports
you're
isn't the
just
same as like actual PE. I mean, it
okay.
is, but it isn't.
Okay, but
And
you
I think
mean like
there's not a downside to having PE and sports.
fair. Good. Okay, I agree. I don't disagree. But what you mean is like okay, I'm trying to find the least offensive. Okay, like curling. Let's say your school had curling, right? And that's a sport.
Yeah.
That doesn't get you out of PE, right? Like that's what you're trying to avoid, where it's like these random fringe sports that the Olympics recognize that sure you could get a gold medal at the Olympics for, but they're not really, you can't really substitute that with PE, right? Like,
Yeah.
all right. See, I'm on the
I,
same
I didn't
boat
really think
because
about curling exactly, but I was like, yeah, sure.
yeah,
PE and sports are different, so I would definitely enforce PE on people.
and I feel like the football players, the soccer players, the physically intensive other sports, those athletes don't even care about PE at that point. They're just like, yeah, I mean, it should be cake for us anyways, right?
Yeah.
But so it wouldn't be bothersome. But yeah, I'm on the boat that like physical health is related to mental health. Like for me is I remember when I stopped playing soccer because I torn my ACL, I did worse in school, and it was because I was just physically less healthy. I feel like there was like a whole huge bump of like me having to acclimate to like a less tuned up body. But when I played soccer every single day, and like my mind was like tuned up, um and it was like peak. I feel like I did way better in school. I feel like that applies across the board. Like, I feel like health is mm, super disregarded. It's an
Yeah.
easy way
And
to just.
plus, like, even just for like this, like any country, really, like you'd want everybody to be fit, right? In case you go to war.
Yeah, yeah. But okay, but here's another thing. Here's another thing about
What's
the
up?
war context of PE and like its importance in school is like the future of war is video games. Like we're gonna get drone like all the most effective like military operations right now that like are the war of the past are now just like dudes with controllers and keyboards. They literally have like we learned
Until we
also.
create a super soldier.
Yeah, yeah. Until we create Captain America. Yeah, yeah. Which, if we create Captain America though, then we don't need PE then. You know what I mean? Like because then everyone's just cracked, right? Like at that point at that point we solve so many other problems that it doesn't even matter.
Maybe having like 12 years of PE for a kid. By the time they hit like adulthood, we're all like Superman. Maybe that's just the key to unlocking that power.
Which is
Just superhuman strength, flying, and just everything like that. Laser beams, ice breath.
wait on, you lost me. You said just doing PE since 12? Like just
Yeah, like for from kindergarten to 12th
so
grade.
like the One Punch Man formula, he just did
Yeah, yeah.
100
Maybe
push-ups.
maybe that's what like maybe that's what it needs. Like it's not even like science related. We don't have to create like a superhuman serum. It's just hey, just take PE for a couple of years and that's it.
I mean, isn't that what the monks think? Like if you go to like, I mean, not to be a little racist here, but like the
No, be
Tibetan
racist.
monastery
Drop
monks,
it.
like the Tai Chi masters, where they're just like they
Oh
do
yeah, have
that.
you ever
Like
seen those Tai Chi videos, man? It's scary. Like, oh man, like
which
some of these
genre?
monks, like they'll touch you on the forehead and like your entire family just dies on the spot. You just
Uh,
lose consciousness. Have you ever seen
okay,
those videos?
I haven't seen that particular
Yeah,
video.
it's crazy.
Nor do I think
I
it's
saw
real.
I saw a guy try to fight a Tai Chi monk, and holy crap, dude! Like we had like this MMA fighter about to punch him, but the punch got stopped midair, and the
Uh,
fighter just like lost consciousness. It was so
okay,
insane.
okay, that's impressive. That's
Yeah,
the
these
stuff
monks, man.
that gets me going.
Yeah,
That's
maybe China's doing something good over there. They have like that whole thing where Tai Chi's like a requirement now too. So pretty soon, like we're gonna be fighting like psychics on the battlefield. You're
do
gonna
you
send your loved ones off to China, and then they're just gonna like it's gonna be like a Thanos snap. The minute they get hit by a Tai Chi monk, you just look at your entire family. They just start fading out of existence.
so
Oh,
this
it's
was
crazy.
actually something I was gonna segue to. I was like, because like
That's
there's
good.
people that go that route. They've been training for all their entire life, and then they can
Yeah.
claim to do like superhuman things. Do you believe that there are people that can like conjure up flames, for example, or like some of them like lighting a light bulb or those kinds of you know, like some of those videos exist. Do you believe that humans with enough training and focus are capable of that? You know, like,
Yes.
do you think one human out of the billions and the
I think we all
trillions,
have that power within us.
wait, no, like,
No, I'm fucking. I'm no, no.
okay. So,
But
so
it is so much fun to think that this is real, though. Like just to imagine
do
a
you
future where Tai Chi or fire bending is reality is hilarious.
okay, so it's fun to think about, but is there a part of you that wants to believe that it is real?
Like, what do you mean by want to believe? Like
Like,
I wish it existed.
okay.
Like, yeah, like I wish firebending was a real thing that we could all do. Yeah, like learn firebending, be born with firebending. Yeah, I think that'd be hella dope, man. It goes back to like me thinking shark people would be cool.
Are you a pessimist or an optimist? Like, if you heard someone each time you are faced with that article that comes up, right? It pops up on your feed and it's just like,
Oh,
man, conjure up
I
flames.
see.
Do you click
Like,
on it with like, let me give this a shot. Let me see if we actually
fuck
practical.
no,
Or do you, every time you see it, you dismiss
no.
it automatically?
I dismiss it automatically
Or but do you click on it?
until I hear more. I don't click on it. No,
Okay, you don't click on
because
it. Okay.
I don't want my feed to be filled with lunatic shit like that. No, hell
Okay,
no.
okay. But okay, so not in a scenario where you have to click on it and mess up your algo and you know they curate your content, right? But let's say hypothetically, like you're confronted, you see a guy on the street and you know, you're not in a rush to go anywhere and the guy claims he can firebend. Do you wait to see?
Fuck
Do you wait?
no. I'm not gonna wait to see if some homeless guy can firebend for a
Okay,
dollar. No,
what if he's dressed up, he looked super Asian. He looked like he's been locked up in a monastery for like 30 years.
no.
He bald. He
I'm
had a
racist towards Asians. No, dude.
what if
Hell
what if
no.
he had 40 disciples? What if he had
No.
40? Like, I'm trying to figure out what would.
Then if there were 40 disciples behind this quote fire breathing monk, I would be like, those are 40 people who got fucking scammed. Like, no, dude, I wouldn't. No, no.
Like, okay. So when I'm
The only
gathering,
scenario, so the only scenario where I would believe in it is if I saw it with my own eyes and I didn't have to go out of my way to look for it.
okay, so you're I would say like a rational pessimist, I guess. Like you're just like
I mean, if you want to call it a pessimist, yeah. I mean, I just think it's stupid. Like, ain't no way.
what? Okay, okay, if you saw it with your own eyes, right? How many times would they need to repeat it for you to believe that they conjured it up? Like, would you be like, all right, do it again, but like, you
So
got to be stripped down, butt naked.
So
Like, would you?
if somebody were performing it for me, then I
Uh-huh.
wouldn't believe them no matter what,
Okay, okay,
because I would believe it would be a setup. Like they prepared for it. Of course, they're here to present, their fire product. Now I'm out.
okay.
Well,
So,
like that's why I said I'd have to see it.
they can't be on TV. It can't be on
It-
YouTube. It can't be on Twitch. It can't be any of
Yeah,
that.
it would just be like me, and they're doing it for somebody else, and I'm just like, huh, weird. But even then, like I wouldn't believe it, honestly.
What if some dude robbed a bank? Like you're at the bank for some reason and some guy just pulls out firebending and then they like successfully rob the bank with it. Do you believe that it's
Like,
firebending?
okay, what scale of firebending are we talking about? Like, did he just shoot some fire out of his hands, or did he conjure up a fucking volcano?
Let's say he Spider-Man web slings fire. So it's not like volcanic, but it is like whoosh, and then it's just like a stream of flames coming. Like not like flamethrower, but like Doflamingo.
How many
heat
people does he
string.
kill?
He badly burns like 3 people.
Only 3?
He has good control over it.
So who cares about the control? What is he trying to like not to kill people?
Well, yeah, I mean, bank robbers they don't want to kill. That's
If
a
you're a
whole
fire,
separate
well, you're
crime.
a firebender. I mean, what do you mean?
Yeah, but like, okay, if you're
You're
doing
already
bank
robbing a
robbery,
bank
you're
and
not also trying to get like murder and like
you're already robbing a bank with firebending powers and badly burning
there's no
people.
crime for firebending. That doesn't. They don't take you to court and be like, you robbed the
Oh,
bank
okay.
for
Here's a good one.
flame throwing.
Okay, if this hypothetical firebender existed,
Uh-huh.
and let's say he didn't rob a bank. Let's just say he's existing. He's like that garbage like NPC Spider-Man.
Uh-huh.
Do you think it is right for the government to just like pick this guy up off the street and experiment on him?
Do I think it's right?
Or would you like come to this guy's aid? He's like, Par, I need you to hide me from the government.
Okay, no, I would not hide
Let's
him.
say
That's
he's outside
scary.
performing his fire tricks, and
It would
then you hear the wee woo wee woo, like they're after him, and then you're the first person he runs into. You have a suitcase. The guy's like, please, Par, I can squeeze into your suitcase because I'm really short. You know, I need you to hide me from the government because they want to experiment on my powers.
No,
Would
see,
you hide him?
no, I would not, absolutely not, because his powers are not powerful enough. If the powers were powerful enough to actually like
He's still learning.
like no, like it doesn't matter. No amount of firebending is going to like he would have to become like a literal dragon in order to beat like the world's government.
So, but you wouldn't save him for like this one day though. Like let's say Quartzart came in. He said if you save him right here, he'll be safe for the rest of his life.
Fucking quartz coming at the most
Yeah, like
ridiculous.
what would you what would you do?
He's the guy who's gonna save us from the war thousands from years from now when you hope.
Yeah, like what would you do though? Like if you knew that you saving him today, putting him in the suitcase would save him for the rest of his life.
Just for reference, guys, if you don't know what we're talking about, there's an episode called Quartzark. Go watch that episode. It's probably a favorite of ours, but um if Quartzark himself came down, then I don't have a choice. He apparently, according to last episode, he just straight up turned my best friend schizophrenic and turned
No, but so you'd be on the firebender side and not the government then?
If it was Quartzark,
No,
that was telling me.
No, Quartzark is just giving you insights, saying, hey, if you save this, you don't have to, but if you save this guy today, you know he'll just be safe for the rest of his life. Like this is the one time in his entire life where he'll ever need help from like avoiding the government.
Wait, if it's a guarantee from Quartz, I trust Quartzark. Hey,
But would you want to save? Like I'm all I'm asking is, would you save this guy from the government or not?
Yeah, let's do it. Why not?
Okay, so are you against the hunting of superheroes if they exist? That's kind of like what the question boils down to.
Hunting of superheroes.
In pursuit in the name of science.
Yes, I'm against the hunting of them, but I do think that like that there would have to be some kind of like Sokovia Accords like from Marvel, like where like superheroes would have to like register themselves, and like there's a very high incentive for them to allow us to study them in a public setting, and like things like that I feel like would, but that's the issue, right? Because the government would just jump at them, and they're scary. The governments are scary. That's what I'm trying to get at, where it's like that would never be the real life scenario. I would never want to make that unless it was like Superman. Like if the power was like the Flash, right? Then yeah, I'm on the superhero side every single version of the event. If it's the Flash, if it's Superman, those powers are powers that the government cannot stop. If they like scale up, right? If it just takes me being friends with them and hiding it for like even a year, that's worth it. I got Superman and Flash on my side. Both of those things take out the world government. You know what I mean? And it's but flame throwing, nah, you're on your own, buddy. Like good luck. and at the same time, it's like if the guy is just like he's super fast, right? Like I don't even know. Like, what do we study? I guess you could study that. Like Superman, I guess you could study that. Like, okay, here, if we knew that he was an alien, there's no point in studying him, right? Like, we're not gonna ever get that. That's not fair. It would just be lost cause. I'd rather be friends with the
So you
alien.
think there's no point in studying an alien?
Okay, not like studying it. Okay, I feel okay.
So
Okay,
so
okay.
if we find an alien, you think it would be pointless to capture them?
You know what? Actually, yeah. You know, I'm gonna say for the most part, it's not pointless. No, no, it's not pointless. But, but as far as what's publicly we know, I feel like we're just too dumb. Like there are scientists, there are things we just don't put money. But I mean, we heard like the UFO like hearing way back at the beginning of this year, and we heard the kind of like rhetoric that they used in discussing it. Like this so and like a supposed whistleblower, they were just like talking about UFOs as if it was some uncle that like just drunk at a party or something. Like it wasn't anything that special in any regard. And then something that came out of like one of the major talks about the UFO experts were like, "Hey, we should like put down a bill that we could like use everybody's cell phones for as like receivers so that we could decipher what a UFO is." I'm like, if that's what we're leaning on, then we have no chance. Like the aliens are beyond us. Like if they're here, they're. I feel like we're too dumb to study them right now. Anyways, we barely know about ourselves.
Nah, I say fuck the aliens. I say we gotta study them because yeah, even if we're stupid, we gotta learn somewhere. We gotta start somewhere.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, there's that, but it's like, but in the scenario of like if it's Superman and there's one Superman, I'd rather be on Superman's good side. You know what I
So
mean?
you'd be on the alien side.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But let's say the alien
I
is like
would choose.
a tentacle monster. It's not Superman.
But like, is he Superman powerful? Because that's all that
No,
matters.
he just has tentacles and he shoots little acid
Oh, we're
slimes.
studying his ass. The fuck do
Okay, so,
you?
so you just want like a Ken Clark. If it's like a human monster, like
If
yeah,
the
it's all
like,
good.
see, the thing is I forgot what movie it was. There's a movie where Superman loses it, right? And if Superman loses it, he instant no diffs everything. And
But okay,
that's
wait. Would you consider Superman an alien? I guess he is an alien by definition.
yeah, he's an alien.
Huh.
He's just a good-looking alien. He doesn't have to be. But like, okay, the Martian Manhunter, right? He comes down, he's basically Superman too. I'm not messing with that. You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather for that to be on my side. We're not studying it. But if you're telling me it's a useless ass alien that's basically just an evolved octopus, study it. Like, what are we doing? You know what I mean? It has no retaliation. I don't need to defend it. You know?
Yeah. So we only like specific type of aliens out there.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean,
Okay. There we go. We're
like
on the same boat with that.
racism is only bad if you discriminate.
Yeah, and only against people.
Yeah.
Aliens, let me tell you, it's open season for those guys, right?
Listen,
If you're
listen.
green, let me tell you, you're being sent to the government.
If we
If you're
discriminate
if you're
against animals,
humanoid, you're fine.
yeah, we discriminate against animals already. Until the day someone can actually tell me that they treat animal like a ant on the same level as a human, then that person will treat an alien octopus useless slime thing the same way too. There's like not even Venom gets that like the Venom symbiote. That's not getting the we're studying that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like all we have to do is lock up the one person it controls. Easy, easy. Superman
Yeah.
though, Flash. If those
I
are
mean, like
alien
if we have
powers,
like kryptonite or I don't know, some leg locks, it's over.
like we'd have to have some like I would need the edict from God himself to tell me that this green rock can protect me. Because I don't know about you, but like if I'm faced with Superman and like I like think that this green rock works, like it's not that's still not enough to like give me the safety of like it's always going to work. I would need like an instruction manual on on the rock. Be like, this is exactly what you need to do. It's not safe enough. I mean, kryptonite at the end of the day, it's like we've. I mean, I'm sure in the comics many times it's like, yeah, the rock is over there. As long if he gets like a 5 feet away, then he could like laser beam it, and it's like that's not enough or safety precautions for me. You know, we need way more than that. Just the green rock.
Okay, but let's say it's not Superman or the Flash. Like we don't know who these guys are.
Okay.
Like it's like an actual alien. Like we don't know what the hell it is.
Are they humanoid?
Let's say yeah.
Like they're close. They're definitely not human, but they're humanoid.
But let's just say it is. They have every ability just like Superman, but you don't know the concept of Superman though. Because you're going into this like, oh, like, you know, you already know everything. Like, oh, the green rock, like maybe he could laser it, you know, maybe he could do this, maybe that. But like, let's say you don't know the concept of Superman and you're like, oh, like, you know, there's an alien here. Should we capture him? You're going in with like zero info.
Okay. So you're saying. Okay, but then why would we want to? Okay, like, but we know that they're alien.
Yeah,
you know that
they came from
alien.
outer space. Like, let's say we saw them come from the sky. Yes, we base level. We know they can float.
Okay, base level. We know they can float. Oh, I mean, you always start. You gotta keep your. What's the saying go? You keep your enemies close, or your friends close, and your enemies closer. That's 100%. You got to make friends first.
But let's say you get a call on the walkie-talkie. Quartzark is there. He says, "We have a clear shot, Par." You know, like Quartzark is in the battlefield. He has a you know, he's got the cowl up there. He's like, "Hey, Par, if you want it, I have a clear shot on this guy's head. I can put him down right here."
At what point are we studying Quartzark? Like this, I think Quartzark is the example of why we don't make enemies of these random aliens that come down, because Quartzark is an alien.
Has always been very neutral.
Yeah, neutral.
Even right here, he's asking if you want to do it. He's just like, hey, if you want, we could put him down.
No, there's not a scenario where you made Quartzark just oh yeah, he's coming down. No. The first time you made two friends fight against each other, and then for some celestial war 1,000 years down the line.
Quartzark is crazy, dude.
And then now he's just a cross-dimensional sniper that can call you and tell you.
Hey, all I'm saying is that would you tell Quartzark to take the shot or not? Or what would you do?
So down from the heavens, this thing comes. Quartzark is like, I got the shot, Billy Bob Joel, and then it's like, just
Mr.
give me
President, what's your call?
It's
He hits you with that one.
Wait, so like, okay, what's our rapport with Quartzark? Because it seems like Quartzark is. Yeah, but it seems like he's a friend of humanity.
In Quartzark's entire existence, he never picks any sides.
So then why is he calling me, telling me he's got the shot? What an instigating ass piece of garbage.
Because let's just say he's just there. He's passing by. He's like, hey, if you want it, I could take the shot. I can do it.
He's just passing by. Just insta kill. Possibly God level alien.
Not insta kill. No. There's no guarantee. You know, don't put words in my mouth, Par. But there's no guarantee that Quartzark can put him down. He's just saying, like, if you want, I could just shoot him right now.
And we could just test the water. Quartzark doesn't even come with a guarantee. What if it just like pinned? Okay, see, the thing is, like, can I blame Quartzark? Could I just be like, yeah, I don't know that guy? Like, do I get to blame? Because like at the end of the day, if the alien survives the snipe, right? Surely he'll be able to look and be like, I found you, Quartzark, or whatever. Like, and then Quartzark takes the blame, right? Not me. Or does Quartzark also snitch? I thought he was neutral, but in this scenario, does he snitch on me for saying it was?
Well, I mean, the alien's not gonna exactly be like, who did it? They're gonna be like, oh, it's the planet, right?
Oh, so we all get fucked. No, yeah, Quartzark, stand the fuck down.
But let's say like he looks human, like I said, he looks like Superman, but we don't know the concept of Superman though. like you see the humanoid figure and you're like, oh, we could, like, in your mind you would, I mean, I can't speak for you, but you would assume by seeing a humanoid you'd be like, oh, we could probably just put him down with a bullet though.
Yeah, but see, the problem is if you can't put him down with the bullet, then that's the problem. If you
Okay,
so
let's say
there's
you have
no
like 10 of your best friends right beside you, right? Like just 10 people, and they're like, Par, we can take this shot. Like, right, they're looking at you, like your wife is like, Par, he's just the guy. We can take this down, and then let's say there's a bounty on his head, right? Like in Oklahoma, there's a bounty for Bigfoot, $3 million to find Bigfoot.
Uh-huh.
And there's a bounty for an alien, just anything from outer space, $50 million.
Okay,
And your wife is like, Par, we need this. And then they're like, she's like, it's a humanoid. Like, it looks like a regular office worker because it's like fucking Clark Kent. Would you take the shot though?
No, I would not take the shot because the probability that they are docile, and we don't piss them off, and they stay docile because we didn't hit them.
But let's say it's Clark
in
Kent
my
on crack.
mind,
Like he just took a bunch of weed. His eyes are
you
red.
just said we don't know Superman.
We don't. But his eyes are red though. Like he,
okay,
you know.
I mean, my
human
uncle
instinct.
had red
If you see red eyes in the dark, dude, that's a wolf in there.
Oh,
You know.
now
like,
it's nighttime. Okay, see, but the thing is, in my first shot, if I wanted to take a shot and put him down, it wouldn't be a bullet. It would be a nuke because there's no existence that survives a nuke. Nuke is deleting, and that would be the first shot. Now, if you're telling me that the bullet was a mini nuke, yeah, we take it because there's not. See, the thing is, then if they survive a nuke, then we never stood a chance. And that is the reality that we have to live with. But if they survive a bullet, then or the bullet that Quartzark is proposing, and they survive that bullet, then not only did we not use our strongest thing, but we also angered something that could survive a Quartzark snipe. So that's why if you're going to take the shot, you got to make sure the shot counts. And so if you're going to take the shot, it's with a nuke. And if it's not a nuke, we're making friends first.
Whenever you encounter something from outer space or under the ocean, you know, like Cthulhu came up and he looks like a regular guy, instead of saying, hey, let's just use a sniper rifle that's worked throughout humanity, you'd be like, well, we need to use a nuke. Like, you want to go with the strongest attack out the gate, is what you're telling me.
See,
would you always approach in a situation like that though?
If they came from the heavens, to me is different if they came from the ocean. And the reason why is because if they came from the ocean, that means that our world always had them. And that means that our world has existed this long with them existing in our oceans. So we probably have a longer chance of like figuring things out while they're here. But if they came from the sky, that means that they're completely foreign.
Okay, and wait. But from the ocean, they came from the Marianas Trench.
We've been to the bottom of Marianas Trench. We've been there. We have plastic bags.
No. Like
shopping bags.
No. Hear me out. There's a hole in the Marianas Trench that we haven't discovered yet.
Uh-huh.
And that's where it came from.
It came from a hole. And you're telling me it breached this hole.
Undiscovered hole. It's the third hole that you'd only learn about in one of your artistic Twitch streams.
Why did I know that you were Mariana went to
we were watching Mariana Trench on Twitch and she told us all about the third hole. Like you said, Par, these nudie streams on Twitch, they really paid off, brother. Yes. That is what's going on right now.
Mariana gave birth to a monster out of the third illustrious hole.
So you'd be a little bit racist. You would treat the white guy coming from outer space different from the undersea creature just based on where they come from.
Yes. That's not, I don't think that's racism though. That's like it's a habitat. It's like a biome thing, right? One is introducing.
So you're not afraid of water.
Well,
but you're afraid of space.
Okay, see, the other contingency is that, like, at least even if they came from Mariana's butthole, right? At least they were still there. If they were causing damage, we would seismically be able to sense that, and it would be something that still the Earth has existed all this time with them within the butthole, right? Versus the random white dude from the sky. That dude has not been here. We've existed however
But
many
you could say that you
million.
could say we did existed though. Like what if we're like, oh well, space and sky has always existed.
No, but we have the atmosphere. We have what celestial bodies are. We have satellite.
Okay. How about this? How about this?
Images.
He says he comes down. He says he was born in outer space. Like he dropped some words down. He said he was born in outer space.
But he's a settler on Earth.
The day after he was born, he lived here in America.
So he's just Clark Kent. You're just describing Superman.
But
You don't know.
Wait. We don't know the concept of Superman, right? We don't know the concept of him yet.
So like
what would we do, man? Like I don't know.
Like,
would you take the shot?
the I don't know what's happening here. All I know is that, like,
but here's the thing. But you were hung up on the idea. You were hung up on the idea that we don't know where he came from. Like what would we do? Like you'd have to use a nuke on him. But now that you know that he lived here in America for most of his life, like, would you take the shot now, or would you still need like a mini nuke to actually take the shot?
It depends what state.
Quartzark needs an answer.
It depends what state. If you tell me he's from Florida,
Minnesota.
Wait, why'd you choose Minnesota? Wait,
Why
that's
not?
Because I'm probably gonna move there.
It was either Minnesota or Idaho.
Oh, Idaho, I think I'd take the shot. Minnesota, no.
So you would shoot. Okay, so you would shoot an unarmed man from Idaho, but not Minnesota. What the fuck, dude? That's crazy.
Yeah. Let's not forget, you described literally a Superman world-ending destructive power, and
it all boils down to where they're from, right?
No, hold on. But you
told me Minnesota's cool with me. Idaho, though, let me tell you,
an other dimensional celestial being named Quartzark also calls me up on the way down to that they could snipe him. Like, we're not painting this out just random guy in Idaho. No. Like, celestial beings are booty calling me to tell me about this thing. First of all. Second of all, I knew this entire time. It's a wet dream of yours now for this to, like, a white guy to come from the heavens to drop down. The first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna clip this video and be like, "Oh, you gotta see this brown guy I talked to. He's the first guy you gotta be worried about." Like, your ass is collecting this shit to eventually show Clark Kent. And my God, all I gotta say is Quartzark is the world's most obnoxious instigator.
He's not instigating. He literally.
If anybody's listened to the other podcast,
Quartzark is not an instigator.
He
has always asked, "What do you want to do?" Like he's never. Quartzark's existence, it's like Gyros from Mortal Kombat. He doesn't affect the timeline. He just simply leaves it in mortal hands and sees what happens.
He plays both. He's whispering what was it? One letter every year of a person's name that wanted him assassinated.
Because he has to. And just because he does something doesn't mean you have to act on it.
On the flip
Quartzark
side,
is innocent.
the guy's name that he's leaking, he's also whispering things to him regularly on.
See, nobody's gonna get this reference because that's a different episode, though. See, now you're just confusing everybody, Par. How dare you?
The title of that episode is just Quartzark, right? And for me, my favorite thing is the thumbnail is exactly what you described. Like, you had the concept of it the entire time, and you perfectly drew it, because that is what I imagine Quartzark looks like.
See,
but now it's different.
So this is what it boils down to, guys. Just to let you know, I do not care if you live in Idaho or Minnesota. I would not shoot you at all. Par would. Like, I feel like Par is just trying to avoid being canceled at this point. But
you made it sound like if they were from Mariana's Trench butthole, you would.
No, I never said that. I just said, hey, I asked you what you would do, and you said you
Wait,
would shoot
wait, hold
Mariana.
on. What would you do?
Oh, I would welcome them with open arms.
Oh
Par.
yeah, yeah, yes.
I'd say
Ma-
welcome to our beautiful country.
There's an episode of this
Clark Kent.
podcast where
I'd say
someone knocked
welcome
on your
home, brother. You
door
lived in
and
America all of your life,
there's
brother.
an
Hell yeah! I give him a little
episode.
fist bump and everything.
There's an episode
Could
of
be
this
game over.
podcast. Someone knocked
Best
on your door
friends.
and you were strapped. You were strapped immediately already.
Yeah, who wouldn't? If somebody knocks on my door, I'm always strapped. What do you mean? Okay, so
if
Par
an
kind of feels
alien-
like my grandma. You know, my grandma once my grandma once asked, like, she was like, hey, you know, you moved into a new apartment. Do you know your neighbors? It's so weird you don't know your neighbors. Do you not knock on their door? And it's like, who the fuck does that? You know, Par's one of those guys who's
What do you
Par's like,
mean?
you gotta, you know, like it's just the neighbor. Like it's normal if people knock on your door. It's weird. It's so sad
How
we live in a
is-
timeline where we have to like worry about people knocking on doors unexpectedly. And
How-
it's like, dude, what do you mean?
I said my analogy was you to a normal human being have an alert system that high where you're ready versus
You never know.
the
If somebody
alien
knocks on my
coming from
door
the
when I'm not
sky.
expecting it, guess what I do? I grab a weapon. I don't point a
But the
weapon. I have it behind the door ready to go in case I need it. I'm not like walking out like, hey, why'd you knock? It's like I walk out and it's like right here on the side. So if something happens, like they maybe try to rush inside or, you know, attack me, I can just boop, boop. It's you're acting like I'm over here like, you know, Quarzark's whispering in my ear like, take the shot, president. It's like, no, it's assurance.
Wait, I said the same thing. I said I never. Oh, you spun it weird because I said if you were gonna take the shot, you'd nuke it, but I wouldn't take the shot because it's better not to take the shot. That's what I said.
But here's the thing: I wouldn't take the
I would
shot
have a
either.
nuke
But
ready.
I am glad that Quarzark asked me. I'm glad I have the option to take the shot.
No, because the shot's pointless because you wouldn't.
No, but
take the
it's
shot.
assurance. It's you have options, dude.
No, because it's not the
So
right
this ties
assurance.
into the Game Awards because Baldur's Gate 3 won Game of the Year, and that game gives you so many choices on how to tackle combat and dialogue in the story.
I heard his
and-
ass.
What's up?
I heard it was ass.
Oh, dude, Baldur's Gate 3 is like the game of
Was it Baldur's Gate or was it there was an? Oh wait, that's not the but that's the.
You're thinking of Starfield.
Oh,
Starfield
yeah, I
is the
heard
one
that
that's
one
ass
was bad.
cheeks.
Yeah.
God, that game is awful, dude. It is.
We talked about that one, right? That one's the one that was leaked.
No, leak. No.
Wasn't there a guy who leaked it or something? He sold like a bunch of unofficial copies or something.
Yes. Starfield. Yes. The guy had a copy of Starfield and he sold like a little dozen of them. When you said leaks, I just immediately go to GTA6 because that game got leaked twice.
Yeah, I got so sad for the people who were looking forward to like.
I did not. I feel like that's so stupid.
Really? But like,
Yeah.
I feel like it's not stupid because isn't it like a multi-billion-dollar project that took like over a decade to work on, and they were like,
Yeah, and they just dropped the trailer a day early. They were like, "Hey, somebody leaked it, so we'll just drop the trailer now," and that like got the most views on YouTube in 24 hours. Like, I'm not like
Yeah.
I don't feel bad for the devs, right? Like, it's like the trailer came out one way or another. They still got the most views.
I feel like the amount of money that it costs changes it. Like if it was like a regular game, but it's like GTA. I feel
But
like
it's just a trailer, though.
but
It's
but
not like the
I feel like because
Unless you're talking about the first
it's
leak.
GTA 6.
yeah.
I think in all regards, that game gets put in a different category of reception. There's like almost no other kind of thing.
Like, it really only matters to the devs, though. Like when the trailer comes out, because they're like watch partying it with their friends. But like
Yeah,
other than
and
that, it's just like it's
and
not
what I'm
like the
saying is-
biggest sin out there.
what
That
I'm
it came out a little
saying
bit early.
what I'm saying is like I feel like if they are upset about it because it's GTA 6, they are allowed like that's special
Oh
treatment.
no, yeah,
If
yeah,
it was
no.
an
They
other
can be
game-
allowed to be upset. I'm not gonna stop them, but my thing is that like I don't see the big deal. Like it's
What was
whatever.
the leaks? So like for example,
so there
right?
were
Like,
two leaks. The first one is happened. The first leak came from like the director's son.
Yeah,
Like
I
the
heard that.
director's son, like he downloaded the trailer and he uploaded it.
And he was
The,
like
the,
trying
the
to prove to his friends that he was like the CEO,
I think
whatever.
so. That's like a
Some
rumor. It's not like it
uh
wasn't like super confirmed, and I doubt they even want that
Gotcha.
to be confirmed in the first place.
Right, right.
But the first leak was so the first leak I will stand behind. Yeah, that's bad because the first
Yeah.
leak somebody actually like got the raw version of the game, like
Uh-huh.
bugs and all, like the alpha, not even alpha, like pre-alpha even, just and they had the source code and everything. That one's bad because that actually affects the game.
Right,
But as far
right.
as like dropping a trailer like a day early,
What was
when
the
in response, GTA just dropped the trailer that same day as the like they literally dropped it like 5 minutes after the leaks went up. And people are
mhm.
acting like it's the Armageddon, like, oh my god, like you ruined GTA 6.
Was
Like I
it
can't
five
believe this.
was it 5 minutes separate? I thought it was
Yeah.
like a oh, okay. Because the
They're planning
only
on releasing it like a day later, but right when literally right when the leaks dropped and they saw that the trailer was out,
yeah.
they dropped it immediately. Like they literally had it uploaded on YouTube ready to go. Like it was a situation where you're just about to hit publish. That's all they
Yeah.
had to do.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I would imagine that would be the case with something like, again, multi-billion-dollar release, right? But the thing is, like, as far as separating the compassion towards like a group team that was over a decade long project, billions of dollars, and something that is like near and dear to like I think like the broadest gaming community out there. I don't know another game that crosses genres of players and user base like GTA. Like there's Pokemon, League, card games, like solo fantasy RPG.
Yeah.
Like every genre of game has a subsection of player base that will go nuts for GTA. It's one of the most I would say beloved franchises for many reasons, but because of that special treatment that it has, that's why it's like the compassion towards like, yeah, if they're upset, like I'm sympathetic towards that, right? I get it. But then the if it's within 5 minutes with detaching myself, the only reason why I'd say that's a problem is if it affect the viewership, right? If you said that it would dropped an hour later, then I'd be like, oh, that's fucked up because I think they did break the YouTube record in 24 hours of the most viewed video. And if a leak damaged that, then I would say that's a problem. But if it was within 5 minutes and they were able to do damage control quick enough, it sucks that they had to do damage control. But at least they salvaged to get that same record. Now, is
Like the
five
leaked
minutes
trailer
enough to
only had
damage it?
10,000 views.
Yeah. So if
It
we
got
can reasonably
absolutely
say,
buried.
yeah, yeah, then it's like fine. Like it's not that big of a deal. At the grand scheme of things, it's probably a pain thing that like can get smoothed over in a day or whatever. It sucks that it happened, but if it's we can look back and be like 10,000 and drop
It
in a
doesn't
bucket.
matter. Like
Yeah.
that's kind of how I see it. Like, yeah, sure, it sucks. Like, I'm not gonna deny that, but
Yeah.
I just think it in the grand scheme, it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, some
And
people are acting like they got spoiled on it too, which is I think such a weird take. It's like you didn't get spoiled. Like, what do you mean you got spoiled? Like, you there's like a high chance you watched the official trailer, and even if you got spoiled, you're gonna watch the fucking trailer in like tomorrow. Like, what do you mean?
yeah, and it's not GTA like unless like the first leak, that's different. But if it's like a leak that is of a curated trailer and you're not getting like it's a game. It's not plot like it's an open world
Yeah,
game
yeah,
where
that's
most people
the
are looking forward to running over motherfuckers in cars. Like the
yeah.
plot, the
It's so
missions, like
silly.
heck, leak me the missions. Like I think most people wouldn't really even care in the grand scheme of things if they found out like, oh, like one of the main things is a bank robbery. It's like, bro, most people who play the game in for longevity, especially, they're role playing or they're just killing time trying tricks, or they're modding the game so that you could go to the moon or fly a dragon or like whatever the heck is possible. Like the
Yeah,
spoiling GTA is the problem. Like that's a crazy concept to me. People can get butthurt about a lot of things, but I would be, man, I'd be like, oh my God, you got me the spoilers to GTA 6. I'd be like, you are a
You
saint.
won't believe it, Par, but they're shooting in it.
Yeah.
It's gonna get crazy in there, GTA 6
So what a
spoilers.
I heard a rumor, and
What's
I don't
up?
know if this is verified because I will 100. Are you gonna play GTA 6? Are you gonna?
Yeah, I'll play it. I don't care about the story though.
Do you already have a PS5?
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't. You
Oh,
bought.
you're talking about the fact that it's not gonna come out on PC right away?
Well, I mean, I think that's a normal. That's like a usual thing that happens, right?
For Rockstar, yes. I think they came out with a statement today actually saying that a PC port is just really hard for them just because they've been so catered towards console.
Yeah.
So that's why PC port's taking a while. It's not like
I,
any back end thing with like
yeah.
not policies but like contracts.
And I think PS5 also just announced that they're gonna get like a super powered console next year or something
The
too.
PS5 Pro.
Yeah, so like they're lining up real good, and I'll probably get that because I do want to play GTA 6, and but I did hear, and I don't know if this is rumors or not, but is it a subscription playing like for the game? Because like there's subscription for like
Oh, for
online.
GTA 6? No. I
Yeah.
mean that's
Okay.
a rumor, but there's nothing like confirmed.
Okay. Because that would be scary. If you have to subscription pay for the game, that would be wild.
Yeah,
I
no,
know
people are throwing out like crazy rumors out there like GTA is going to be like $100, $120. GTA is going to be subscription based. It's going to have loot box. Like nobody knows. Like there's nothing that's been confirmed or denied.
gotcha.
People are just making up like worst like doomsday scenarios, and I think some people are just running with it.
Yeah, the only reason why I thought like a little bit heavier of the subscription purchasing the IP, or not the IP, the game, was because Moist Critical was talking about it, and he was like saying they'd be the worst decision ever, and I was just like, huh, wait, is this like a confirmed thing? But I didn't like watch more to see
Yeah.
if it was like a more than just a rumor, so I just figured like it's like maybe someone on the management team talked about it, I guess, and that doesn't necessarily mean it's a decision. That just means that like maybe it was considered at one point, which, with a game like GTA 6, that would be devastating. But, I think that like there is a weird world where games are going to go through an evolution at some point in how they're put out, and we already have the issue of like these overloaded like console games that come out released unfinished and full of bugs. And is it because they can't come up with the money or whatever? Maybe this would solve it, but I don't know. Like some of these games are like they generate money on their own. I feel like there's ways for like GTA 6, the way it's coming out.
GTA 5 makes so much money still to this day because of GTA Live.
Yeah, but like what I mean also is um, like I knew some people, like one of like I think two roommates. We like shared a house and whatever, and there was a bunch of people living there, and like two people were playing GTA 5 live, and I never played like GTA 5. It just didn't line up with life, and they were playing it, but like the guy that I knew, he was scheduling a house, like a club party, like a an insane, he was making flyers in the game to advertise his party as Penthouse, and he was inviting, like he was scheduling all these things, like actual party planning inside the game, and he was showing me all this stuff. I was like, wait, you're like it's not on Facebook. You're not doing this on Twitter. It's just all within the game. And he's like, yeah, you just put out this thing. You have to go to the store, print out this thing. I'm like, you're just living real life party planning inside this game. And he was like, yeah. And with that in mind, and how much flexibility there is and was in there, like I think like GTA 6 is gonna go beyond that. And at that point, like GTA 6 just becomes like a full-fledged like content creation platform. Just becomes like YouTube. It becomes a Twitch. Like if people are living out their lives like that and they're hosting other people like that, then you could monetize, I feel like. And GTA 6 could go a weird route where they could monetize off of like the same way YouTube and Twitch does, where it's like the more people attract to your whatever, you could monetize that. And that could
I
be
mean,
a
people already
really
do.
crazy way. Is that, but like, do they do that outside of it? Because I know people do like role playing for GTA 5, but like they do Twitch streams and stuff like that. But are they making like money in game that translates outside of the game?
In-game money that turns to outside, no. But like as
That's
far
what
as
I'm
like
saying.
servers go, people make like servers that you have to pay to get into.
But it's not like it's not
It's not
facilitated.
facilitated by
Right.
GTA. And I don't know. I don't even know if they'd want to go that route.
But I'm saying like that's like the like at a certain point, right? Like I made a joke saying like GTA 7 looks like it could just be the simulation of humanity. Like at the rate of exponential growth that's happening from the first Grand Theft Autos to now, like if we waited 20 years for the next Grand Theft Auto 7, at that point we're just simulating humanity. And I feel like I feel like games are going to evolve to conflate with like social media platforms eventually. I mean, Facebook was close to it at a certain point. I mean, between their game ecosphere and then metaverse, like they're basically there. I mean, if GTA 6 had AR, VR, we wouldn't be that far off. Like, if you told me GTA 6 allows NFTs inside of it, that would be insane. And GTA 6 could be a platform that would make a lot of money by allowing NFTs to be like, if they allowed blockchain into it, and then you could transfer your NFTs that you purchased into your like home or whatever, boom, you have exactly what NFT art was meant to be in a virtual space and ownership and something that you can flex. And now inside the game, you have your own thing. And they could easily, I feel like that's an easy implement. They don't even need to change anything. They just need to allow like the blockchain thing, which is something that's already been like set up to be implemented in that exact way. So it's all interesting. It'll be interesting to see what the world
I
does
don't
with
think
it.
they're going to go the NFT crypto route just because of the negative reception behind it. Like a lot of video games have tried to do it before and just they've gotten so much backlash for it. So I don't think GTA is going to do that.
Yeah, I mean the thing is, it's like the problem with most okay, it's like a hard thing to explain, but like for a lot of people on the crypto side, because like crypto is going on the downhill, but like
For now,
when you,
no, dude, 2024 is going to be crazy for crypto.
I mean, I don't
Just
even it's
watch.
not even that, but
Just
it's like
watch. Wait for it.
crypto is one of those things. Is that the moment it becomes mainstream, it's mainstream. The up until it's not mainstream, it's a meme, and that's just the reality of like a technology like that. It relies on mass adoption, and so what that means is that you need a pipeline that's massive enough to make it mainstream, and that's where something like a large project like the something where we can say like GTA 5 is still like continuously bringing the amount of traffic that can make it revenue and successful. That is a pipeline that could do it. Most games will never have a pipeline like that. Like not even like League of Legends or like WoW probably could have. Like League probably could have. But again, like you're saying, like it wouldn't make sense for those kinds of things because you're not using like you don't want to have a barrier for microtransactions. But in the scope of GTA, where it's basically Sims on crack, where it is like an AR VR type of thing,
Would
that
you
is the
want
pipeline.
NFTs in it? I guess that's a better
Um,
question.
I wouldn't care either way because NFTs would be a luxury. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be a thing, and that's essentially what most of these things are, right? And the analogy that people will always make. Um, I feel like crypto bros don't make the analogy enough, but this is the reality. It's like credit cards. There was a time in our world where credit cards were not a thing, and you had to be the crackhead salesman who went around saying like, "Oh, one day
Yeah.
we're gonna
So
all sell
wait,
things with
would
plastic." So what you needed is you needed all the hotels to get it. You needed all the
well,
casinos
yeah.
to get it, right? And
So
that's the
would you
stage
want
of the
GTA to
crypto.
have it though?
Um,
You said you wouldn't care, and I agree. Like if it's there, like it wouldn't matter. But do you think it would be good if they had it. Like if
Yeah, I
you were
think
the Rockstar CEO, would you pull the trigger on it? Like Quartzark's whispering in your ear,
uh
"Hey, Par, NFTs, yes or no?"
yeah,
Would
because
you
I don't
do
think
it?
crypto is a bad thing. I don't think crypto is a bad thing. I don't
Yeah.
think NFT is a bad thing. So if I thought it could be successful, and that's the main thing, and if I wanted to be successful, then I'd align all my ducks in a row, because what you need is banks. You just need banks, and it's like, yeah, I can't sell Sky, whatever these other No Man's Sky and whatever other games, the Starfield,
Yeah.
whatever. But Rockstar, GTA 6, you could sell that to the banks. The banks would definitely back that up. 100% back that up.
So okay, that's fair. That's fair. Like
Yeah.
I don't disagree. I think crypto is a good thing. I think it eventually will be the future,
Yeah. Yeah.
but I don't know if I put in GTA 6.
Yeah, and my logic is, if it's not in GTA 6, it'll be in the next one. It's just like the thing is, it's like whoever successfully pulls the trigger on crypto first, they win. That's the thing, and that's why everybody is so ambitious to be the first failures in that light. The banks don't care. The banks don't care. They need the catalyst towards it. So if I had the know-how, that's why like Elon Musk, that's why like all the social media companies have tried and are trying to implement a crypto thing in a way where they may not, like, they're doing it cautiously so that they don't fail. But even if they fail, it doesn't matter for the social media companies. It's just that they won't ever launch it, because you need an end. You need like a full cycle. I think TikTok is probably the closest thing, because TikTok has like an insane store attached to them. So if they really wanted to, yeah, they could have it. Facebook technically already has a successful crypto thing, because they have like the Facebook coin that you can use on their games. But like, if I were like, if I were super knowledgeable and I could pitch it, yeah, I would go to Rockstar. They would probably be the best earliest adopter of crypto that would make it successful enough that you'd become a winner from it. Because if again, that's the main reason why everybody in from now on in the future, because prior to now, and I've always told people like, yo, now's not the time for crypto. You gotta wait. All these influencers trying to get you, they're not it, because they're all like super tiny. They're most, like, 99.99 are scams, if not 100%. And the reason is because they're too small. And it's like the equivalent of some crackhead telling you like, yeah, this piece of plastic, you could use it at all the stores. And it's like, no, that's not how credit cards work, right? But like, yeah, the moment a big behemoth is successful with crypto, they will dominate everything. It'll be absolutely insane, and they'll explode in terms of what they're able to do and what they put out. And I do think that Rockstar, I think a video game that has like a full cycle of taking up your time, but then also being an output where your money gets synced in. There could be microtransactions in GTA 6. People love microtransactions.
Oh, there's already
That's
microtransactions in GTA
exactly.
5.
So that they need a full ecosystem like that.
Like more
And
or less, like I feel like NFTs, like you said, I think they are beneficial. Crypto is beneficial. Like if a company does
mhm,
it right, they will succeed. I think
yeah.
for me though, what so you said you'd pull the trigger in the like crypto and GTA 6.
Um I would have to play, because I haven't, like, I played a little bit of GTA 5, but
Yeah.
I would play it, and then I'd get a better understanding. But from what I know about GTA 5 and how insane the online and the longevity of the game has been, yeah, I would pull the trigger on GTA
You pull
6.
the
Like, one,
trigger.
yeah, yeah. Like even the trailer, it's like the most viewed YouTube video in YouTube history in 24 hours. Like, that's a great litmus test for like, yo, this is going to be successful, and we have literal decade of data points on a predecessor lasting as long as it is, where people are doing microtransactions. It's like, yeah, we can make our own currency then. And all it means is like, it just means that you are not borrowing someone else's currency. The currency is borrowing against you, and if you're powerful enough, you can do that. There are countries that will probably be smaller in cash flow than GTA 6, which is the reality.
Oh
That's
yeah.
that's just the reality. And if there is countries that exist that are self-sustaining like that, yeah, GTA 6 will probably be able to be capable of doing that. That's all it is can it be large enough to be self-sustaining a currency? Yeah, I think GTA 6 will be able to do that. We're not at a time where that's not unrealistic in reality. It makes a lot of sense in a weird way, but it does make a lot of sense.
All right, fair enough, fair enough. And yeah,
Yeah.
we'll go ahead and end it here since we hit the 2 hour mark.
Damn, that was 2 hours only.
I know.
I feel like we talked for like 4 hours.
We talked for so long. It's already 4 a.m.
Yeah, Jesus.
Yeah. But hey, thank you guys so much for watching. We really appreciate you guys stopping by here.
Yeah.
We'll try to get these episodes out more consistently in the future. I know we say that every week, but we'll see.
Yeah, to be fair,
We'll see what
Christmas
happens.
time, you know.
No, that's no excuse though.
I mean, I'm technically really busy right now.
There's podcasts that go on like every single week without missing.
That's fair. That's fair. You know, we'll get stronger as we go.
We'll get stronger, yeah. As Par battles Santa Claus.
Yeah, exactly. Got beat up Santa.
There you go. Well, hey, see you guys later. Peace out.